Here we are continuing our series on my commentary on the truth about cancer. The last video that you saw, we talked about environmental toxins. As we talk and go through this whole series, we'll talk about ways that you could prevent and or cure and or help not only cancer, but other major maladies. Now, what I've got right here, while we talk about those environmental toxins, is a little thing called a living proof machine. I've already put a couple of drops of oil in here, and this has a heater in it, where in just a little bit you'll see a whole bunch of smoke. Now this container right here is a totally closed container. A little bit like your house. When your house opens a door and pollen comes in, or you've got animal dander, or you've got dead skin cells, or you've got mold, or you've got bacteria growing in the air conditioning unit, it tends to stay in your house. It gets stuck. And if those things are in the air, whether they're dust or dead skin cells or pollen or animal dander, they float around in the air until you or I breathe those things. Remember, environmental toxins could play a huge impact on not only things like cancer, but other major diseases. Now, our little box is filling up with smoke, and I've done this experiment before where I show it to somebody and they say, well, I don't have a smoker in my house. Well, this smoke is particulate, and it represents, and I'm going to turn this off, you see it's filled up with smoke, I'm going to turn off the smoke, but this represents anything that's floating in the air. In fact, major maladies that we have out there like lung cancer, like mesothelioma, like black lung disease, are brought on by people who smoke or were around asbestos or around coal dust. Now this is filled with smoke, and in here we have two of our technologies that are in this fresh air system. And those two technologies are needlepoint and radio frequency ionization. Remember, this is a closed system, no vents, no fans. I'm going to turn on the radio frequency ionization, and I think you see the smoke moving. I turn on the needlepoint ionization, and you see it move even faster. And even though this room, this box was filled with smoke, environmental toxins, it takes just a few seconds and we get those environmental toxins out of the air. In fact, how do we do it? We charge the particles. We charge some negatively, some positively. They're attracted to each other till they fell out of the air. And again, with no vents, no fans, boom, we got those environmental toxins out of the air. Well, you say that's good, but where did they go? They fell to the ground. Not only does our fresh air system have those two technologies that got the environmental toxins out of the air, it also has three more toxins that will get those environmental toxins or those toxins off of surface areas. Our active pure technology includes low-level ozonation, radiant catalytic ionization, and a UVX light. So here's a little card that we've got, a little demonstration card, and all it shows is a petri dish that was put in someone's home, and you can see the mold and mildew and bacteria that grew on it in a period of 8 hours. We take a fresh air system and run it, and you see what the petri dish looks like 8 hours after that, and all that mold, mildew, bacteria is gone. So again, if environmental toxins have a huge impact on cancer and cancer prevention, some people think that mold may have a huge impact on things like autism, but if they have a huge impact on major maladies like cancer, if we can get those toxins out of the air, off surface areas, wouldn't we be a step ahead in terms of preventing something as serious as cancer?